morning everybody. So we have already finished our first lesson, that was the town mouse and the country mouse. I hope you have understood the lesson, but you must read that lesson once at home. Today we are going to solve the exercise of the town mouse and the country mouse. So let's have a look to page number 7, and the question is here. Choose the best answer from the choices given to complete each sentence. Question number 1. The town mouse and the country mouse are option number A, friends, cousins or classmates. You already know this answer. What would be the answer? Yes, cousins. The town mouse and the country mouse were cousins. Question number 2. The house of the town mouse was a field in the village, a building in a village, a kitchen cupboard in a town. So, house of the town mouse was a kitchen cupboard in a town. You already read this. Next question, the house of the town mouse was full of most delicious food, full of sugar canes and roots, and full of coconut water. Answer will be full of most delicious food. Delicious means tasty. It means very tasty actually. Delicious means very tasty. Yummy. We say no. Next question. At the end of the story, the country mouse went back to his country, stayed in the town or visited the town mouse. Answer will be went back to his country. The country mouse went back to his country. Okay. Now the next question, let us see. See. The following sentences are from your lesson. Read them carefully and tick the correct meaning of the underlined word in each sentence. Question number 1. He has asked me to spend a week in the countryside. Here countryside means? Answer will be a land outside town and cities with fields and woods. Where can you find fields and woods? Fields, I mean where especially where the farmers grow crops, fields. And see, there is a sentence written here, a land outside town or cities. It is not town, it is not city, it is outside. So village also can be one of the answers, but village is not given in the option. It is given as a land outside the town, full of fields and all. So answer will be option number C. Now, question number 2. The town mouse packed his bags. Here the underlined word is packed. Meaning of packed is put clothes into a bag in preparation for a trip away from home. You already know when you go somewhere you pack your bag. So you know the meaning of packing. To keep all the necessary things in a bag. To keep clothes and other things in one bag. That is called packed. So now coming to the next question. Question number 3. The day was bright and sunny. The underlined word is sunny. Sunny means with a lot of bright light from the sun. Simple. The sunny word has come from the word sun. Sun, sunny. Sunny day means when the sun is bright, then it is a sunny day. Sunny day belongs to sun. When the day is bright, full of sunlight, sunny day. So option number A. Question number 4. He nibbled at the root and the sugarcane. So nibbled. Nibbled means took a small quantity of food, showing a slight interest. See here actually nibbled word is also used for eating habit of rats. Rat's eating habit is nibbled. So here according to the lesson it means he just he took a small quantity of food to show that he is least interested in that food. So option number B is correct answer. Coming to question number 5. The country mouse arrived in town. The country mouse arrived in town. So here arrived, the underlined word is arrived. Arrived means got to a place. Here have a look, it's not go to a place, it's got to a place. Got means to reach somewhere, okay. So Arrived means reached or got to a place also gives the same meaning. Now see the next question. Fill in the blanks using appropriate phrases given below. Ram Babu started his journey to his grandfather's village in Prakasham district. He caught a train to reach the village. The train arrived at the station. At that time, he was hungry and thirsty. As soon as he dashed the train, here answer will be got off. As soon as he got off the train means he came out of the train, okay. He wanted to drink and eat something. So he looked around but found nothing to eat. Looked around means looking here and there, everywhere, but found nothing to eat or drink. He started walking towards his grandfather's house. On the way he found a shop which was full of cool drinks, He had dash money. He had plenty of money. Plenty of means enough or lot of. So plenty of money. So he bought a cool drink and a piece of bread. So this was a small story with some of the missing words. Just we had to fill those. But these missing words were the phrases. See, these are more than one word. So now coming to the next question. Very easy question. Next one is matching. Have a look. Column A and column B is given here. So first one is already done. Birth. And this side you see it is match with day. So the first word is becoming birthday. Second word is door. What will be the suitable word for door? Bell. Door, bell. Next one is fire, wood. Fire, wood. Next one, handkerchief. Hand, one side hand is given, next side kerchief. So it is handkerchief. See the other, moon and light. It becomes moonlight. Moon and light, moonlight. Motorcycle, motorcycle. Sun, what will be the answer with sun? Shine. Sunlight can also be answered. Sunlight, sunshine. But light we have already done with moon. Moonshine we don't say. Generally moonlight we go with. So the light option is already booked by moon. So here it will be sunshine. Next one is gate and way. Gateway. So this was very easy. Coming to the next question. In your book there are some questions and you have to write the comparative and superlative degree of the given words. But you have to know first what is comparative degree and what is superlative degree. See, when we compare two persons, two places or two things, that is comparative degree. In comparative degree, the comparison is between two always. For example, if I compare two boys, I would say that suppose Mohan is a boy and Sohan is a boy, and I am comparing between these two boys, then I would say that Sohan is taller than Mohan. Who is taller? Sohan. I am comparing two boys here. Sohan is taller than Mohan. But if I compare Sohan with all the boys in the class, there are so many boys in the class, 40 boys. And among all the boys, Sohan is the tallest. Then I would say that Sohan is the tallest boy in the class. So see, there are two types of comparison I made here. One comparison was between two boys and the other comparison was between, actually not between, among, one with all. When we compare one with all, that becomes superlative degree. And when we compare only two, that becomes comparative. We can also compare two places. For example, Delhi and Goa. Delhi is hotter than Goa. Okay, in Delhi we have lot of heat. So I can say that Delhi is hotter than Goa. I can also compare two things. Example,
My bag is bigger than your bag. Another
you
example,
are prettier than your sister. You are prettier than your sister. It means the word is pretty, beautiful. So if we compare between two, if you have noticed, then we always add er. When we compare between two person, then with the adjective we add er. And when we compare one with others, that is superlative degree, in that case we add est. Example, lion is the bravest animal in the jungle or in the forest. Lion is the bravest animal in the forest. Bravest, est. See, you are the cleverest girl in your class. You are the cleverest girl in your class. It means in your class you are the one who is very clever. So, you are the cleverest. I am giving you the highest position. Okay, even the word highest itself is also superlative degree. est. I think you got my point that when we compare between two, that is called comparative degree. In comparative degree, we add er with the word, with an adjective, and in superlative degree we add est, where we compare one with others. Okay. Now let's have a look to the questions given in the book. See, the first question is dark, darker, darkest is already given. Next, small, answer you have to add er and est. In comparative degree it will be smaller, in superlative degree it will be smallest. Rich, richer, richest. Safe, safer, safest. Clever, cleverer, cleverest. Tall, taller, tallest. Bright, brighter, brightest. So this was easy, but there is one more thing about this that I am going to tell you now. What is that thing? Have a look to the next page once. Again we have question positive degree, comparative degree and superlative degree. As you can see, I have left blank here because I want you to do it at home. This will be your homework. But let me explain this first. There are some more adjectives, some word of quality. There we cannot add er and est. We make comparison between two and one with all. Comparison is same, comparative and superlative. But we don't add er. In comparative degree, we use one word, that is more, more, more. In place of er we use more, not exactly in place of, before the word we use more. And in superlative degree we don't add est, we use most. And one more thing that I didn't tell you, you have to know, when we use comparative degree, we always use then after the comparative degree. Suppose if I am using tall, taller, then it will be taller than always. Shorter than, you have to use the word then is compulsory to use after the comparative degree. And in superlative degree, there is a rule, you have to use the word the, article the, before the word. The cleverest, the bravest. Okay, so you have to use then after the comparative degree and you have to use the before the superlative degree. This thing you have to remember. As I said now, that in all the words we cannot add er or est. So what can you do in those cases? In those cases you have to use more and most. Now example for beautiful. Have you ever heard beautifuler, beautifulest? No, that is wrong. What can you write instead? More beautiful and most beautiful. Now applying the same rule. Sheila is more beautiful than Meera. Sheila is more beautiful than Meera. Then is also compulsory here. Okay. Another example. Sheila is the most beautiful girl in her area or locality. So Sheila is the most beautiful girl in her area. So the most beautiful. Whenever you use most, before that you have to use the. or whenever we use more, then the comparative word and then than, THAN, than. Okay, now let's solve these questions. I will tell you the answers, but I have not written here because this will be your homework and you have to do it at home. First one I have written, though first one was written, second one I have written. So let's have a look. Useful, more useful, most useful. Next, beautiful, more beautiful, most beautiful. Interested, more interested, most interested. Doubtful, more doubtful, most doubtful. Precious, more precious, most precious. Delicious means tasty, more delicious, most delicious. Dreadful, more dreadful, most dreadful. Cheerful, more cheerful and most cheerful. So this was easy. Coming to the next, there are few words whose comparative and superlative degrees are different. Different means we neither add er nor more or most. So here see these questions. See the first one, much. So the comparative degree of much will be more and superlative degree will be most. In the same way, good, better, best, bad, worse, worst, and ill also, ill, worse, worst. Okay. Well, like good, better, best are the comparative and superlative degree. But if we use well, better, best, in that case also we will use better and best. Bad, worse, worst. If it is ill, then also we are going with the same answer, worse, worst. Next is far, farther, farthest, or further, furthest can also be used. Okay. So this was the degrees of comparison. Now we have some interesting question related to your daily life. So let's see what are those questions. See, read the following sentences and say what they mean. Choose the right answer from the choices given. Ready? First question is, may I come in, sir? Options: giving permission, taking permissions, or expressing possibility. Possibility means chances. So if you say, may I come in, sir, what are you saying? You are taking permission in this sentence. May I come in, sir? Taking permission. So option number B. Next, Sindhu may come to India next month. May come to India means some chances are there to come. So it will be expressing possibility. Option number C. You may use my cell phone if you need. In this case, giving permission that yes, you can use my cell phone if you need. So answer will be giving permission. Option number A. Can I take leave of you? This is also kind of permission. Can I take a leave of you? It's informal way of taking permission. It's informal way of taking permission. So option number B. What will be the formal way? May I leave now? The way of saying will be different, but this is informal. So option number B. Question number 5. The dog may attack you if you run. The dog may attack you if you run. So there are chances. If you run, then dog will attack you. So there are chances, some conditions. So it will be expressing possibility. Option number C. Related to the same topic, we have question number 2 here. Have a look. First question is already done. We will go with the second. First question is, the boy seems to cry if you do not buy an ice cream for him. Okay, this is a sentence and the question is saying express this using may. So the boy seems to cry. In that seems to place you have to replace this word seems to with may. In place of seems to you use may. The boy may cry if you do not buy an ice cream for him. You just have to replace few words. That's it. Question number 2. You can use my camera if you need. Give permission using may. In place of can, just you have to write may. Rest will be same to same. You may use my camera if you need. He seems to be a nice man. Using may. He may be a nice man. In place of seems to be, you have to use may. You want to leave the class now. You want to leave the class now. Take permission using may. So answer will be, may I leave the class now? Question number 5. Raju wants to use your water bottle. Raju wants to use your water bottle. Give permission using may. Already you word is written here, so starting with may. Otherwise answer will be you may use my water bottle. You may use my water bottle. So your work is to see these pages at home, read it once and write in your book. Now coming to the next question, which is very important, and you need to know the structure of this. First I have to teach something about this. Have a look. So this question is about I wish. You have to start a sentence with I wish. So there can be three types of sentences about it. So let us understand this part. In the given question, in the given sentence, if it is said that start the sentence with I wish, but in the question it says that you want to be something. You want to be the principal of your school, you want to be the prime minister of the country, you want to be the president, you want to be, whenever you want to be something, okay, be means become, you want to become something, means actually you are not. With I wish we express our desire, actually we are not that, but we want that. So I wish, if you want to be something, then it would be I wish I were. I wish I were. If you want to be something, if you want to become something, then you have to start the sentence with I wish. I have already written here I wish I were. I said you, this is the first case. If you want to be something, then you have to start the sentence with I wish I were. Now coming to the next, okay, if you want to have something, okay, have something in the sense you want to have a cricket bat, you want to have a nice dress. When you want to have something, want to own something, actually you don't have, but you want to own something. So when you want to have something, here you understand I wish I were we use for to be. Whenever you want to be something, for to be, and this I wish I had, in case of if you want to have something, in that case we use I wish I had. I wish I had. In case of to have. In case of to have. And the third one is any other action word is given. Apart from these two, it means you don't want to be anything, you don't want to have anything, but there are some other wish, there are some other desires. So in that case, some action word will be given. Then you have to go with I wish I. Then here whatever the action word is there, you have to use the V2. V2. For example, you don't know how to play cricket, but you want to play. Express this idea using I wish. I wish I played cricket. Play, you want to play. Play is the action word, you have to use V2. If to be and to have sentences are not there, any other action word is used, you just have to use the V2 of that. So if we solve some questions, we can understand this. I think this will be easier if you solve some questions. So let's have a look to your book. The questions are page number 12. In my book, the page number is 12. So have a look to the first question. Here, you are the same question with I wish. You have to start the sentence with I wish. The first question is already done. Sindhu has missed her school bus. She has to go to school urgently. She wishes to have a car. How would Sindhu express her wish? See here, she wishes to have. She wishes to have. And what I said, if wishes to have, then we have to go with to have. If it is to have, then sentence will start with I wish I had. So the answer is I wish I had a car. She wanted to have a car. She wanted to have a car. That's why I wish I had a car. Anita wants to abolish the system of exam. She wishes to be the prime minister. She wishes to be. She wishes to be. Have a look here. She wishes to be. Be is given to be. In case of to be, we use I wish I were. So answer will be she wishes to be what? She wishes to be the prime minister. So the answer will be I wish I were the Prime Minister. Next, Srinu's father has a car. He wishes to drive that car. Srinu wishes to drive that car. What is his wish? To drive. So as I said, to drive. If it is to, whatever it is, that action word will change into V2. So drive V2 is drove. V2 of drive is drove. So answer will be I wish I drove that car. I wish I drove that car. Question number 4. Sharmila wants to play tennis, but she doesn't have a tennis racket. How would Sharmila express her wish? How would Sharmila express her wish? So she doesn't have a tennis racket. She wants to have a tennis racket. What does she want? She wants to have the tennis racket. So if she wants to have something, then she has to use had. I wish I had a tennis racket. Fifth number, Mahendra wants to get first rank in the class, but he can't. How would Mahendra express his wish? So what does he want? He wants to get first rank. He wants to get first rank. So get, V2 of get will be got. So answer will be I wish I got first rank in the class. I wish I got first rank in the class. So this was the topic I wish I wish I had. Now these were the questions given in the book. Some question I want to discuss so that you can get more idea about this. See, you want to have a bike because all your friends have bike. You also want to have a bike. Express your view, express your wish using I wish. What will you write? You want to have a bike, so you will write I wish I had a bike. I wish I had a bike. Suppose always your parents take decisions and they say you have to do this, you have to do that. You cannot take any decision, right? So you want to be the head of your house so that everybody should listen to you. How will you express this? You want to be the head of the house. You want to be the head of the house. So want to be means were. I wish I were the head of my house. I wish I were the head of my house. You can be, but it's a long time. Now coming some other examples, okay? Alright. You want to eat delicious biryani. You don't know how to cook and you are alone at home. And during this lockdown, all the restaurants are closed. So, I know it's unlock one, but still, you imagine, it's just a question. So, suppose you want to eat biryani, you don't know how to cook, and you want to cook something, but you don't know how to cook. How will you express your wish? I wish I cooked biryani. I wish I cooked biryani. Another way, same question. You don't know how to cook. You don't know how to cook, so you want to know how to cook. So you thought, if I knew, I could have. So how can you express this? I mean, you don't know how, the question is, you don't know how to cook biryani and you want to know cooking. You want to learn cooking, you want to know how to cook biryani, you want to know how to cook biryani. So in this case you can write I wish I knew to cook biryani. I wish I knew to cook biryani. So you have to identify whether you want to be something, whether you want to have something, or there are any other action word used in the sentence. You have to use the V2 of that. So keep practicing, solve more questions and make yourself perfect in the subject. Good day.